Ah, Katie, I've got the running order for this week's show. Charles Manson, Ollie Reed, Paul Raymond, and music from the dead Kennedys. And for the variety slot, we've got a man who dresses up as Madonna, eats a live hamster, and then disembowels himself.
Peter!
A pretty perfect last resort lineup, wouldn't you say?
Not exactly, Peter. You
Why?
see,
What's the matter?
I've just had this letter from Channel 4.
So?
So, they've given The Last Resort a weekly repeat.
Oh, but that's marvellous.
Not really. You see, the repeat goes out on a Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. So we've got to make the show more suitable for the kind of people who'll tune in at that time.
Are you trying to tell me that we've got to turn this into a kiddies show?
Oh, no. More, sort of, toddlers.
Oh, no.
Anyway, that lineup is highly unsuitable.
But what about Jonathan? He'll never agree.
He's got no choice.
So what are we going to tell him?
Nothing. I mean, after all, the changes are fairly minor. Believe me, he won't notice a thing.
Take an L and a P and an R and an E, then an R, T, S, A note. Tack a T on the back, give the graphics man the sack, and you've got the last resort.
Thank you. Hello, and welcome to another bumper edition of The Last Resort.
Yeah, and what a fantastic show it's going to be tonight.
That's right, we've got music from Nanci Griffith, and I'll be talking to controversial cineast John Waters.
There'll be lots of jelly and ice cream, a story about a friendly policeman, and loads of fluffy toys, as you can see.
Just like every other show. First, let's go over to the talking corner and see which lucky boys and girls have a birthday today.
Well, Jonathan, there's loads of birthdays here in the Independent, you know, but we have had some special cards sent in today.
Oh, yes, certainly have, haven't we? Who do we have there?
Well, we've got this one sent in for the Right Honourable Peter Shaw MP, who is 64 today.
64, big boy. Happy birthday, Peter.
Happy birthday to you!
Sincerely.
And, oh, look at this next one. The Reverend Professor Owen Chadwick, ecclesiastical historian and Chancellor of the University of East Anglia.
How old is Owen?
72
72.
today.
Doesn't look a day over 80, does he? Look, there's Owen. Isn't it wonderful how happy people get when they head towards those treble figures? Only 28 years before you get that telegram, Owen.
And last, but by no means least, Sir Henry Percy, also known as Harry Hotspur. Hey! Hey! Get out, Hotspurs! Who is 624.
Oh, yeah. He certainly is. Happy birthday to all those boys, and if you're watching the show, go to bed. It's way past your bedtime.
Which brings us neatly round to our first guest.
Does it really?
Yes, because he was born on the 30th of March and he is 58.
58, and he's also an accomplished musician, artist, entertainer and swimming instructor. But if I had to choose just one of his many fine achievements, I think it would have to be in bringing a worldwide audience for the didgeridoo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Uncle Rolf Harris. Come on, Rolf, come on. Hello, Rolf.
Nice reception.
What a fine audience. I can't believe you hopped out then. A man of almost 59. You know, you shouldn't be doing that kind of thing still, Rolf.
Hey, to hear him play the didgeridoo, good one, Steve. Yeah. What a knockout.
He's a man of many talents. Better than the waistcoats, those outfits, by the way, boys, aren't they? No. Yeah, you're happy. Yeah, OK. Yes, Rolf, the big question I feel I should ask you on behalf of many people of my age is the beard, basically. When did you grow it?
I was about 20... I just got my first job on television, so I grew it just before then. I was 23.
And why did you grow it?
I had worn it when I was at Teachers College playing a part of one of the four jolly sailormen in The Princess of Kensington. Like,
we're four jolly sailormen come up from the sea.
And you wanted to keep it after that, really?
Well, no, the singing, forget the singing, but I rather fancied the beard.
Well, it's worked for you, obviously.
So I grew it, and then I was on television a couple of times, and then I thought, well, it'd be silly to shave it off, because then people who maybe knew me from that would say, who's this weird-looking bloke without a beard?
Kind of a trademark, basically.
Yeah.
I see. Now, the music, your music career has been phenomenal, frankly. I mean, you've had 5 top 20 hits. 1969, you had the #1 best-selling single.
For 7 weeks.
I've done my research. 2 Little Boys. We remember it well, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, rarely a day goes by without me playing it. You know? Brings tears... Yeah, we got the drinkers in tonight. But any music plan for the future? I mean, surely there's certainly a comeback in you there.
Well, I did an LP of Disney tunes doing all the songs from cartoons last Christmas, and I sold about 6,000. I don't think anybody's buying Rolf Harris stuff at the moment. So
Well, maybe you should...
it's just the 4 of them bought it, you see.
It says a lot about your audience as well, Rolf, doesn't it? Sadly. Let's talk about the musical instruments you play, because, as you mentioned, the didgeridoo earlier, and I know you have one with you.
Yeah, brought one.
By chance. How do you get away with carrying that on the tube, then, Rolf? What do you do?
It is just a hollow wooden tube made of a very special wood called tree wood. And it is the most primitive wind... It's the second most primitive wind instrument in the world. And...
Oh, boy. Oh, get the old ones out tonight, shall we, fellas?
No, you've got to learn cycle breathing. You breathe in as you play it. It's played like a trombone. You go... And that...
Give us a burst, Rolf.
OK, so it goes...
Incredible. What happens if I go like that, Rolf? But I notice yours is considerably smaller than Steve's. Do they have to be any specific length? Oh, yeah, it's so basic, isn't it?
I've got to get one which goes with my little pursed-up mouth. So he's got a big one to fit with that. No, it's like the different length creates a different sound. It's a different pitch, the length of the timbre and the wideness of the bore and so forth.
Do you use it for anything else? I mean, do you smoke through it or anything?
No.
No, nothing at all. What about your wobble board? Because that's another instrument which you brought to kind of prominence.
Well, I brought the original one. Would you be interested in that?
No, let's look at another one instead.
Yes!
Come on, please.
That's the first one. It was a portrait of Robert Harbin, who was a great help to me when I first started in television.
And this is how you thank him? You put him on a wobble board?
I painted it on and I'd covered it with that blue paint, and I couldn't get it to dry, and he was due to arrive for a portrait sitting, so I propped it up over an oil heater to dry it off.
Yeah.
And I thought, I wonder if it's drying, and I tested it, and I burnt the finger, and it was like red hot. So I picked it up, couldn't hold it, and sort of supported it there, and went bloop, bloop, bloop. And a terrific sound.
History was made. Give us a burst, Rolf, please.
Well, that one won't work.
Don't torment us by just talking about it. Give us a burst. Come on.
The first time I ever played this, I was doing a big show in Australia, and I was as nervous as a kitten. I was on with the Everly Brothers, and I went in for a nervous one just before I was supposed to go on. There's a fella in the toilet, and he said, "How does this work?" Picked it up and snapped off that corner and bloody near took that corner off. And I went, but it still worked. Anyway.
How did you go, Rolf?
I went... That's the sound, the basic sound.
Now, you know, Rolf, I've seen Nureyev dance, I've heard Pavarotti sing, but that raises emotion. Let me tell you. Talk about, you've come on to plug something. Let's get it out of the way first. You're plugging the cartoon video, aren't you? Let's be
I've got
fair.
a new video out. It's called How to Draw Fun Cartoons. And
now, Rolf, I've got a bone to pick with you about your cartoons, frankly.
Let me finish telling them what I'm doing. And it's based on the book. We're over there. Based on the book about, you know, your cartoon time, and it's amazing. It's an hour of absolute terrific entertainment.
Rolf's teaching you to draw cartoons. But Rolf, let me ask you something here. Whenever I've watched your show Cartoon Time, you do a drawing of a cartoon and it looks nothing like the cartoon character. You're the only man I know who can draw Bugs Bunny and make him look like a bloody kitten. Now, what's going on there?
Get off.
There's something going on.
Bugs, he's got a...
Oh, no, don't do it now, please. Spare yourself, come on. Do us one of the quick sketches from there.
What would you like? Something a character doing...
Someone doing something. Show us how you get movement into a simple cartoon.
OK. So you want to get some movement, a fella running, OK?
Now, anyone can do this, you say. This is...
Yeah, you've got to get him looking as if he's working. Mouth open, tongue going, oh, God.
What does this man do for a living, then, if that's how he looks when he's working?
Well, he's running like the clappers, you see, there, like that, and he's got this arm up here like this with a bunch of bananas there for fingers. You don't have to be accurate as long as you get the idea. And this arm up here, thumb there, and fingers, 1, 2, 3. And if that arm's up there, which way's this leg?
Any way you fancy,
Well,
thank you.
all right.
Who am I to say? I'm a mere novice.
That goes there like that, and he's now running, OK?
You know what he looks like? Looks like Nigel Havers leaving that massage parlour last night. Listen, Rolf, we haven't got time to talk about this anymore. The video's out now. If you want to buy it, please do. I got a free copy. Rolf, listen, I can't possibly have you on the show without getting you to do one of those splendid paintings you used to do. I'd sit there Saturdays and watch you do this, but trying to work out what on earth you were doing all the way through, and then occasionally afterwards as well. Rolf, we've got a board over there. And some emulsion paint. Will you come over and...
Always done the Batman Aussie scene to make me homesick, isn't it good?
We're trying to make you feel well at home tonight.
Applause for that.
We've got it all here. Now, Rolf, what do you fancy doing for us here tonight?
I don't know, an Australian something or other. What would you like? Would you
Would
like to
you
be
put
involved?
me in? Because I'd like to have a portrait by you. I'd love to.
Yeah, well...
I mean that seriously.
I'll have a go.
I've got a wall that needs filling. OK, you're gonna do something with me then, Rolf? Well, Rolf, we'll catch up with you later and see how you're getting on. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Rolf Harris.
Good luck.
Thank you, Rolf. OK. Yeah. OK, well, we'll check up on Rolf a bit later, as I said. But what's next, Floella?
Well, it's time to turn our attention to our younger viewers who are watching for the first time, probably. And I bet you're wondering, what is going on, eh? Bet you're wondering that? And why was that man asking Rolf Harris about his didgeridoo and all other questions? And why is his shoulders big?
Or even are his shoulders big? Let's get the grammar right for the little kiddies there, Floella. That's right, and when there is confusion, then it pays to call in the experts. So we're going to hand ourselves over to a few of your old friends now, and hopefully everything will be perfectly clear.
What are you two doing?
Oh, Zippy's just reading a book.
Really? Let's have a look.
No, you can't look at it yet, Bungle, because it's full of all the naughty things I've found out about the people on television since I've been a star. Oh, yes, someone might want to stop it being published.
Oh, don't be silly. Who'd do a thing like that?
Well, Bungle, when you read the chapter about you and Sooty...
What? Oh, the zip flies open.
Yes. No, cheer up, Bungle. I'll cut you in for 10%.
Well, 10% of what?
Yeah, well, all the money I'm going to make when people buy the book.
Well, nobody will buy the book.
How do you know?
Well, nobody knows anything about it.
Oh, dear. I hadn't thought of that.
Hello, everybody! Hello, you three! I say, chums, you look very glum today. What's wrong?
Zippy's written a book.
But we don't know how to tell people how to go out and buy it.
Oh, that's easy peasy, George. What you have to do, Zip, is to go on a chat show.
A chat show? I mean, like at Olympia?
No, not a cat show, a chat show.
Oh.
You know, that's that thing on television that people go on when they've got something to sell.
Uh-oh, this is getting satirical.
I know. We could sell our old electric fire.
No, Bungle, you've got the wrong idea about that. No, a chat show isn't something where you go and sell any old rubbish.
Oh.
No, you're thinking about TVAM.
Yes.
No, Zippy's going to go on a proper programme, something like Michael Aspel.
Ooh, will he make lots of money?
Oh, yes, he make loads of money.
Oh, good old Zippy.
Zippy? No, I'm talking about Michael Aspel.
Oh. But tell us, Geoffrey, what other chat shows are there?
Well, let's see, Zippy. There's the Dame Edna Experience.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that programme, Zippy. I've seen it. And it doesn't matter who the guests are, something terrible always happens to them.
Yes, that's right, George. They had that nice Charlton Heston on one week, and as soon as he came on, he had to spend the whole time sitting next to Geoffrey Archer.
Well, tell you what, Zippy, if you don't fancy that, how about Wogan? I mean, lots of people watch his show. He's very, very popular. Oh, and that way you'd sell lots of your books.
What's Wogan like then, Geoffrey? Does he do terrible things to his guests?
No, Zippy, he's very nice, but, well, this'll make you laugh. Sometimes sometimes he turns into Sue Lawley.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, no. I'm not very keen on men dressed up as women, no. I think I'd rather go on the Dame Edna experience.
Well, I tell you what, Zippy, you can't be too choosy, you know, if you're trying to plug your book.
Oh, no, all right, Geoffrey. Oh, well, just as long as I don't have to appear on the last resort.
Oh, no! Of course not, Zippy. You can't stoop that low, can you?
No.
Well, I'm glad we sorted that out for you, Zippy, but listen, a word of advice to you, though.
Yes?
I mean, when you've done this book, it's going to earn you a lot of money.
Oh, yes, I
So you've got to
know.
be very careful about how you spend it all.
Oh, don't worry, I've thought of that. I'm going to put it into something that'll make me even richer.
Oh, how's that, Zippy?
I'm going to start a minicab firm.
Well, boys and girls, that's Zippy's future sorted out, isn't it? Time for us to go, I'm afraid. But we'll see you again very soon. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Geoffrey, thank you very much. Bungle, pleasure to meet you at last. There you are.
Thank you,
What a
Mr.
great
Ross.
performance. What is the reading age of this one, by the way? I've always wondered. He's a bit on the slow side, isn't he? I don't know why, but...
Is he mocking me, Zippy, because he can't say his W?
Oh, don't... Just don't be so pathetic, will you? And I was wondering, there's a man down there with his hand right up Zippy's backside. Thank you very much. The team from Rainbow. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, let's go and see how Rolf is getting on with the painting. How you doing, Rolf?
Well, I'm trying to get something like...
What on earth is that? What's that meant to be?
Well, that's like... that's the start of it.
That's not meant to be me, is
Look
it?
at the side view. Yeah,
God, it's
the lip's
pathetic.
right.
What are you...
The lip's perfect.
It looks nothing like me, does it?
I've got to get a little bit of the...
You brought your family, Rolf, did
The
you?
bluish-grey sort of a feel in there.
I haven't got any blackheads like that, have I?
Not black, no. A little bit of the sort of masculine...
You're drawing me a Rolf Harris beard and moustache on there. What are you doing?
A little bit of the masculine colour there, you see, like that.
Well, if that's masculine to do, I'm glad I didn't grow up in Australia, Rolf. That's all I can say. Well, listen, we'll check on you a little bit later because I'm trying to work out exactly how it's going to look when it's finished and also try and figure out where I'm going to hang it. Well, so we'll check up later. Once again, Rolf, see you in a minute.
What a good idea.
OK. All right, well, I love an audience that's generous with its applause. Let's go and see what Floella's up to. Floella.
Well, Jonathan, it's time for making things.
Don't you like making things, making things, making things? Don't you like making things? The disco round.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, boys. Thank you very much.
Disco round.
Thank you. Now, this is the part of the programme where we show you how to make all...
No, go on, Floella.
where we show you how to make things out of ordinary household objects.
That's right.
And this week, I'm going to show you how you can use these ordinary bits and pieces and turn them into something fantastic. Into, in fact, a Harley Davidson 950.
Oh. And I'll be showing you how you can make a Jean-Paul Gaultier suit out of these dirty old tea towels.
Yes. Well, first of all, what you're going to need is an oxyacetylene welding kit. Now, I should get a grown-up to help you with this next bit because it could be very dangerous, OK?
We hope so, anyway.
Because you're going to need the flame nice and hot, at least 2,000 degrees Celsius. Right, so get me old helmet on, and away we go.
Now, Floella, before you start, I think this is probably going to take a... Hold on a second, woman, what are you doing? This is probably going to take a few minutes longer than we thought, so why don't we take a commercial break now and show the kids what we've done in a couple of minutes?
Good idea, Jonathan.
OK, we'll be back in a bit, and no sneaking to the biscuit barrel.
Yep, back in a bit. Easy, wasn't it, eh? What about that? Not fantastic, innit? Yeah? Not bad for that. Yeah, but I think poor old Jonathan's having a bit of trouble with his hem. Jonathan, how's it going, love?
Well... fine, I just wish I'd used some clean tea towels instead, that's all. So...
Not bad, eh, John?
It's a beautiful bike. Did you really make this during the break, Floella?
Yeah, of course I did, yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea to lie to children, Floella?
Honestly?
Fess up
Smack
for
me
once.
now.
No, thank you later. And it looks wonderful. All we need now is to bring Mr. John Benson on to ride it away. John. There you go. John, what's the outfit for? You going to a party afterwards or something? Something special lined up this evening. John, off you go. Have a safe ride, and please try to remember the national speed limit is 70 miles an hour, so keep under it.
But the brakes, where's the brakes, John?
Don't ad-lib, just drive, John,
Leave
OK?
your heart out, Marlon Brando.
Bye-bye, John. Bye-bye.
No
Wave
wheelies
goodbye, everyone.
now.
Off we go. There we go. Off we go. Riding off into the sunset. What's up next then, Floella?
Well, Jonathan, it's time for all those lovely paintings and drawings our young viewers have sent in to us.
Right.
Come and see them.
Now, these are things kids have sent into the show?
Yep.
But that's amazing. We've only been on the air for 20 minutes.
Well, what about this gorgeous one of you, Jonathan?
That's meant to be me?
Yep, sent in by Martin West of Penge.
So how old is this kid?
He's 7.
Well, it's pathetic, isn't it? Honestly, if you had a child of 7 who drew that, you'd send him to a special school, wouldn't you?
Lovely.
The guy is educationally subnormal or something.
That's wicked.
Oh, grow up.
All right, then how about this beautiful painting of John Benson?
John Benson.
Is
Actually, I
that-
prefer this one because you notice the way the artist has captured John's quintessential urbanity. I mean, isn't it just me, or do I detect a nod in the direction of early Chagall there? What do you think? You think so? That's fine.
Oh,
That's
it's
lovely.
gorgeous. Don't tear it up.
That's lovely. What else do you have? Anything
Well,
more?
Jonathan, I want you not to look now. Keep your eyes
Okay.
closed, right? How about this?
Oh, come on.
How about that, eh?
What is that?
It's a model of you.
Who's this from?
That's Emma Jane Stevens.
Emma, how old is this girl?
She's 9.
Look, it's pathetic. A 9-year-old. When Steve was 9, he was already rolling joints, weren't you, Steve? Not that we'd recommend that to anyone of any age.
No.
Well, that's a load of
Oh,
rubbish, isn't it?
Jonathan. Well, listen, if anybody else wants to send in drawings or models to the last
Yeah,
resort...
don't bother. Okay? Now then, I don't know much about art, as you already know, but I do know what I like, and that includes tonight's music guest. She calls her style folkabilly. The critics have described her as magical and a rare performer. You can decide for yourselves. Please welcome Nanci Griffith.
Oh, wish it would rain. Wash my face clean. I wanna find some dark cloud to hide in the heat. Oh, love and a memory sparkled like diamonds. When the diamonds fall, they burn like tears. When the diamonds fall, they burn like tears. Once I had a love from the Georgia Pines who only cared for me. I wanna find that love at 22, here at 33. I've got a heart on my right and one on my left, and neither suits my needs. No, the one I love lives way out west, and he never will need me. And I wish it would rain. It's gonna wash my face clean. Some dark cloud to hide in the heat. Oh, love and a memory sparkled like diamonds. When the diamonds fall, they burn like tears. When the diamonds fall, they burn like tears. I'm gonna pack up my 2-step shoes and head for the Gulf Coast Plains. I wanna walk the streets of my own hometown where everybody knows my name. I'm gonna ride the waves down in Galveston when the hurricanes blow in. 'Cause that Gulf Coast water tastes sweet as wine when your heart's rolling home in the wind. And I wish it would rain. It's gonna wash my face clean. I wanna find some dark cloud to hide in the heat. Oh, love and a memory sparkled like diamonds. When the diamonds fall, they burn like tears. When the diamonds fall, they burn like tears. When the diamonds fall,
Seriously. What a right little toe tapper that was, eh? OK, now, Floella, do you know what part of the show it is now?
No.
That's because it's the Guess What spot.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what?
You're pulling out all the stops tonight, aren't you? That's when Floella is blindfolded by John here, and she tries to guess what's in the Guess What bag.
Oh.
There you go, John.
You might be good and type one here, Jonathan.
You know, you're going to get arrested for doing that one day, John. You always carry that with you, don't you? He's a disgrace.
Great, lovely.
Right.
You're a disgrace to the profession, you know that, John? No, really, don't run away.
Oh.
People know about it now. You can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. OK, Floella, now you can't see, can you?
Nope, nope.
It's just as well. Now, fill in there. It's a Guess What bag. We spared no expense this week, as you can see. We got it from the Arndale shopping centre across the road.
It's not a sort of Hugo Boss
Come on,
romper suit, is it?
Don't string it out longer than it deserves. Just get it out there. Okay.
Oh, what? Oh, is it a pepper? A pepper pot?
It's a pepper pot.
Great.
Yeah, right.
Got it.
That's very good. OK, I'll take that. Now, what else do we have in the Guess What bag?
Oops. Oh, what's this? Brush every day.
Yeah.
Toothbrush?
Now, be honest, if you hadn't seen that in rehearsal, would you have known that quickly? What it was, really?
No,
OK, we've got one more thing in the Guess What bag. You have to come over here for a bigger Guess What spot, and we're going to get something in the bag here for you now. Now, I hope you're ready for this. OK? And you'll soon find out what it is. Well, OK.
What is it?
I'm just putting it in the bag for you, Floella. Now, reach in there, and here's the bag. See if you can guess what it is in the Guess...
It's big.
Feels familiar, doesn't it?
It's not a Jonathan Ross Action Man kit, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear, it's big and huge.
It's got horrible stiff, coarse hairs like that, hasn't it?
Leathery skin, tough.
Yeah.
I got it. It's Bernard Manning's.
OK, well, let's wick the eyes off and you can see what it is now. Now, sadly, it didn't clap in the studio, so we didn't get our money's worth tonight. But off you go with it. You're obviously very friendly.
Yes, darling.
His name's Bully, isn't it?
Yes.
Bully.
Bully.
Yeah. OK. Well, we're going to go from the ridiculous to my final guest tonight. He's the director of such classic movies as Mondo Trasho, Pink Flamingos and his newest Hairspray. He was once described as the man who's done more to give bad taste a good name. Please welcome the Pope of Trash, Mr. John Waters. Never mind following an elephant, it's shaking my hand with all that elephant spit on it, John. I'll have to apologise.
Well, I'm glad I didn't.
Now, John, I know you've just come back from Cannes,
Yep.
from the film festival. Did you enjoy it over there?
Oh, yes, the best and worst of show business, all wrapped into one. Starlets taking off their clothes in the rain, because it rained the whole time. The best thing is they have the pirate ship from the Polanski film in the harbor, so it's a monument to the biggest flop in film history for everybody to look up at through the whole festival, which is a nice monument.
How well did the film do? Did it go down?
Oh, it did great. You know, we even sold it to Hungary. We have Divine Behind the Iron Curtain at last.
I find that hard to believe, frankly.
Me too, but it was there. I was there in the meeting.
So, did you meet any stars while you were there? Did you meet any of your favourite
Well,
people?
my ultimate celebrity I met was Patty Hearst, who was very surreal. She was there to promote the film about her kidnapping, which I found a special kind of show business, yes.
Is she going to be in the movie then?
No, it's Natasha...
Kinski?
No.
There's not many Nastashas in show business, no? Richardson?
Vanessa,
You said Natasha a minute ago. You want to stick to one story?
Anyway, she's great, and the movie's good. But I think it's so strange to have Patty Hearst there in an evening gown on stage while the whole audience watches her kidnapping and the horror that happened to her and afterwards. You know, how nice, Patty.
It is bizarre, isn't it? Hairspray's doing really well in the States as well.
Oh, yeah, it's done very well. It opens here.
What was the inspiration for the show?
Well, I like the hairdos of that period, 1962, where the women's hair was higher than they had to duck their car and ride with the hairdos out the window when they drove the car because it was too high for the ceiling. So I wanted to make a movie about a dance show. I love the music from that period, and it's basically a musical comedy.
And it spoofs the kind of dance shows that were around then?
Yeah.
OK, well, understandably, we have a clip to show, and it's,
great.
It's coming up about now.
Penny. Hey, I'm going to that hop tonight.
Oh, let me come. We'll lie and say we're going to the library to study.
It's a deal. We'll meet 8 o'clock up on the avenue.
Okay, young ladies, I've had just about enough of this screeching music.
Mother, we're watching the Corny Collins show.
Penny, your mother called all frantic. She said you were punished.
I'm always punished.
And Tracy, I have told you about that hair, all ratted up like a teenage Jezebel.
Oh, Mother, you're so 50s.
Tracy's flamboyant flip is all the rage, Miss Edna. Jackie Kennedy, our first lady, even rats her hair.
But Tracy ain't no first lady. Are you, Tracy? No, sirree. She's a hair hopper. That's what she is.
It's a wonderful film. Now, that was Divine there, playing the mother.
Divine, yeah.
And she called her a hair hopper. What is a hair hopper?
A hair hopper is someone that pays way too much attention to their hair. Dusty Springfield was the top London hair hopper during that period, if you see old pictures of her. A hair hopper is someone that finds a good look when they're young and keeps it for the rest of their life.
They find something they stuck with.
Yeah, they stick with it.
Farrah Fawcett would be a kind of hair hopper.
Farrah Fawcett is a hair hopper. Cher is the ultimate celebrity hair hopper, yes.
Yeah, she's had lots of surgery to keep it up, and even her follicles have been done, I believe. Now, the music in the film is wonderful. They're really obscure 50s.
Thank you. They were all real songs. I mean, we have dances in it like the roach, the bug. The bug, you catch a disease and then you throw it to the next person and they catch the disease. The roach, you squish a roach and then you spray your partner with bug spray. These were all real dances.
And you chose the music, I believe, is that right?
Oh, yeah, of course. It was my favorite records from my old record collection. I actually did the dances in front of startled movie executives when I was trying to get the money.
And you're not going to do them for us now, are you?
No, I'm not.
No, I didn't think you would.
I'm too old.
And now the film also features another high point. It features the effervescent Pia Zadora.
Pia Zadora, who's everything I believe in, to the nth degree. She has a private jet that says, "Here comes Pia" on the side. And we filmed in the slums of Baltimore. When she was there, she said, "John, these sets are great." And I said, "Well, Pia, people live there, and the lady's standing right next to you." It was kind of embarrassing. But she's great. I love Pia Zadora. She's a goddess.
She's a great talent.
Yes.
She is a great talent.
She plays a beatnik in the movie.
Yeah. The film's done incredibly well in the States, but it's more mainstream than any of your earlier stuff. I mean, it's people...
Yeah, I guess so. We got really nice reviews everywhere. It was very nice, you know. It's opening all over the world, so it's kind of exciting. But I still think it's a John Waters movie. I mean, the sense of humor is a little twisted.
But do you think maybe your fans would be disappointed that it's nowhere near as outrageous as your earlier films?
No, they haven't been, so far at least, because it's got all my sense of humor in it already. I mean, it's hardly a mainstream movie. It's got a fat girl as the star, a man playing her mother. It stars Sonny Bono, Debbie Harry, Pia Zadora. Not exactly what would be rubber stamped through the Hollywood system.
And something for everyone, in fact.
Yeah.
Now, Divine, who we saw in the clip, that was his last movie.
Yes, unfortunately
sadly.
it was.
And I think probably his best. He's
yeah,
fantastic.
I think so too. I mean, if a man can be convincing as a loving mother, that's doubly good acting.
Yeah. How do you think Divine would best like to be remembered?
As a person that made all types of people laugh, which I think he certainly did. You know, the new people that have never seen my other films that come to see Hairspray, I treasure the thought, if they liked it, they say, let's go rent his old movies on video and watch it. And they take home Pink Flamingos for the whole family.
Yeah. And then have a very nasty shot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned Baltimore. You were born in Baltimore. You work in Baltimore. Why stay in Baltimore? What's Baltimore got?
It's the hairdo capital of the world, and it's also a very strange and eccentric city. But everybody has a good sense of humor. When the film opened, the mayor came. He put his hands in cement with Divine up front. They proclaimed it John Waters Week in Baltimore, which I thought was really kind of hilarious. I wanted diplomatic immunity, but I didn't have the nerve to ask. You were there. You saw it.
I was there, yeah, but I just don't like to brag, John.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've got various odd obsessions. I mean, not just hair hoppers and staying in Baltimore, but you like criminals, don't you, and reading about crime?
Well, I don't like crime. I'm not for crime, but I'm very interested in abnormal psychology, and maybe if I didn't make these movies, I'd be in jail myself. These are my crimes, and I get paid for it.
Yeah, but maybe one day, because you make these movies, you'll be in jail.
No, I don't think so. Those are the old days.
Those are the old days, yeah. You taught in jail for a while,
Yes, I did. I told them the next time you want to commit a crime, don't do it, paint it, write a story about it. These are my crimes, and you know, you can do anything with it rather than have to do it. And they thought I was nuts, so they thought that if this guy can make a living, there's hope for all of us.
Didn't you also shoot a scene in the same jail? You went there? We
shot one scene where Divine got the electric chair, which made them very uptight when they saw us coming into the prison carrying an electric chair, thinking, oh my God, it's back.
It's a great scene, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Do you still have the chair?
Yeah, it's in my living room. And it really works for if the phone man comes in to fix the phone, he's dawdling, just glance at it and stand there. And they get very nervous when they do any work around your house and happen to notice the electric chair out of the corner of their eye.
I've got to ask you about your personal appearance here, John, because you have got the thinnest moustache in the world, I believe. Is that...
I copied it from Little Richard, basically.
No. Is it a real moustache, or did you just paint it on before you
Oh, it's real, and if I miss, I draw it on.
I saw you using a makeup pencil earlier.
Well, I had to. I want to just shave it and tattoo it on, basically, you know.
Like Michael Jackson does?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, it doesn't do do a moustache, he does eyeliner, doesn't he?
I'm not aware of his personal eye makeup.
No, you also get excited about other things. You're a very big fan of Christmas.
Christmas, yes, I'm obsessed by Christmas, you know. I have all my shopping done by July. And basically, I think that they should come up with new Santas, you know, like Bloomingdale's could have a very chic Santa who little rich kid sits on the Santa's lap and he says, "Oh, darling, you really don't want that, do you?" You know? Or you could have a kinky one, you know, and sliding down poles, and I mean, all sorts of Santas you could have.
That's nice for the kids show, John.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you
this
very
is
much.
the nearest I've ever been allowed to a kid show in my life. Basically, I'm scared to make eye contact with children today because, unfortunately, I feel like I look like a child molester.
Well, listen, it was nice for you to come on and show us how you look, John. That's all we've got time for. Thank you, John Walters.
Thank you.
Thank you. So let's go and have one last look to see how Rolf's getting on with his painting tonight. Rolf, you almost finished there? Oh, what have you done to me, Rolf?
Well, what do you think? Interviewing the Roo? What do you think?
It looks so remarkably unlike me, I can't believe it.
Is it anything like him?
You're all cretins, you'd say anything, wouldn't you? You're just in the palms of a master entertainer, that's why. Listen, Rolf, we haven't got much time to... Put the wobble board away, we haven't got much time to talk about this. But will you do a song for us before you go, Rolf?
Yeah, I was just going to grab this and do it.
What song would you like, boys?
Well done.
Yeah. Well, Rolf, if you do that, I'd like to say good night to all my guests tonight. Rolf Harris, of course, Nanci Griffith, Floella Benjamin, thank you. All of the team for Rainbow and, of course, Mr. John Walters. Thanks for watching. We'll be back to as normal as we ever are next week. See you then. Good night.
Here's an old Australian stockman lying, dying. All together. Gets himself up onto one elbow, turns to his mates who are gathered round with the stylophone. I thought these were going to be easy to play by. And he says, "Watch me wallabies feed, mate. Watch me wallabies feed. Hey, look, they're a dangerous breed, mate. So watch me wallabies feed. All together now, time me kangaroo down. Sport, time me kangaroo down. Lady not singing there, time me kangaroo down. Just move your mouth in time with the music. Keep me cockatoo cool, curl. Keep me cockatoo cool. Oh, look, don't go acting the fool, curl. Just keep me cockatoo cool. All together now, time me say, I'm on me way. I won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is burning around. I'm living the boy in Kingston Town. Take me koala back, Jack. Take me koala back. He lives somewhere out on the track, mate, so take me koala back. All together now, side to say, I'm on me way. Time me kangaroo down, sport. Time me kangaroo down. Mind me platypus duck, Bill. Mind me platypus duck. Don't let him go running amok, Bill. Just mind me platypus duck. All together now, time me kangaroo. I'm on my way. I won't be back.